How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're having a battle in the OU tier versus Scarlet OP or Pokemon Unite player from the Discord server. Looking at their team, they got a rain team, which is really cool. They got the Poliwrath, which is awesome, Pelipper, Iron Treads, Thunderous Fairy, Sinistra, and Okidogi. You got that dog. Anyway, looking at the team, I think once again they're probably going to lead off with Pelipper, so I should just lead off with Ogerpon and just smash something with the Ivy Cudgel. It'll definitely bait in either the Okidogi or the Iron Treads, in which case I could go for a U-turn expecting that to happen, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Counter leading their Pelipper is probably the best way to go, and then if I can get rocks up later on, that'd be really nice too. And the battle begins. So, Pokemon Unite player Scarlet OP is going to lead off with the Iron Treads, as we lead off with Majora the Ogerpon. So, not the lead we thought they would lead with. Definitely not the lead I thought they would lead with, but we do have speed, so we can go straight for a U-turn here, get on out of there, and then go into something that's more capable of taking on the Iron Treads, like Milotic, for example. So we go for the U-turn, we break a potential Focus Sash. I don't think Focus Sash Iron Tread's a thing, but we broke a potential Focus Sash, and that's what's important. So now we could either go Chimecho, who can't touch this thing, or we go Milotic. I'm leaning towards Milotic because I don't think Milotic's doing too much this game other than this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let's go into Angel real quick. There we go. Milotic, they probably set up Stealth Rocks. They do go for the Stealth Rocks, which is fair enough. Stealth Rocks is a good play. Rocks on our side of the field is definitely going to chip away at our team ever so slowly. So knowing that they're probably... Oh, the leftovers. That's good to note. Knowing that they're probably going to switch out here. They definitely don't stay in. We can go for a flip turn safely. There's no water absorb Pokemon on the team. I'm pretty sure the Poliwrath Swift Swim. So I'm going to go for the flip turn real quick and just kind of go from there. So they do withdraw the Iron Treads as expected. They probably go into either Thunderous, Sinistra, or Pelipper. They do go into the Sinistra, which is great for us. As we can just go for a flip turn real quick and get on out of there. They don't know what set we are. They don't know anything. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing at all. So, that's great. Milotic can still be used later. Terra Electric on the Pelipper or the Poliwrath, you know. It could be very useful. So what can we go into here? I don't want to go Ogerpon. That just wouldn't work out for us. I kind of want to go Mandibuzz, get the defog off. That'd be nice. So I think I will do that. I'll go Mandibuzz into Pebbles real quick. And now, I'm regretting not putting heavy duty boots on this Mandibuzz, but it is what it is. As they're going to get some leftovers recovery, which is going to get taken right back up to full. So, good to know the leftovers. Good to know that we're not heavy duty boots and we're probably Rocky Helmet, which we are. I'm thinking of going for a defog. I'm also thinking of knocking off because I feel like they're just going to go straight into Thunderous here, but let's see how this plays out. Let's go for a defog. They do withdraw Sinistra. Are they going to go Thunderous? Probably, right? Thunderous comes in. There we go. It's the ultimate check to my Mandibuzz. It's definitely a threat. We go for a defog. Get rid of those Stealth Rocks. Like so. And then all we have to do is go into Heatran, right? Yeah, I think that's all we need to do is go to Heatran. Heatran's specially defensive. It can definitely take any hit this thing wants to throw at it. There we go. We're going to withdraw Mandibuzz. We're going to go into our Heatran, who can definitely take any hit from this Thunderous Fairy no matter what. We can definitely take a Focus Blast if you want to go for Focus Blast. They go for a Thunder, but they miss. That's the problem with rain teams when you're running on rain strats. Without the rain, they don't do very good. So, they probably go into a water type here. I would say Poliwrath or Pelipper. So I'm going to get the Stealth Rocks up. I think that's a good thing to do. They go for a U-turn, so they have U-turn instead of Volt Switch, which is interesting. Stops them from being, walled by ground types, which makes a lot of sense. So I don't think they go into Iron Treads here because Magma Storm could definitely be coming. Pelipper comes in as expected. I did expect Pelipper to come in. That was definitely the case. So Drizzle's going to be put up. It's nice and rainy right now. We're going to go for a Stealth Rocks, get them up on their side of the field, which is always nice. This does bait the Iron Treads in to potentially go for a Rapid Spin later on down the line. Now, I'm fully expecting them to go for a U-turn here, expecting us to switch. But I kind of still have to, don't I? I kind of still have to. I want to go Milotic to stop them from going into the Iron Treads. I think if I'm going to Terra this game, it's going to be Milotic. So I think we should go Milotic right now. Stops the Iron Treads from coming in and Rapid Spinning and Stealth Rocking for that matter. So I think that's probably the best bet. So I'm going to do that. They go for a U-turn as expected. And what do they go into? Are they going to go into the Thunderous? If they go into the Thunderous, we're going to Terra Electric and Ice Beam that thing in the face. That's for sure. Yeah, Thunderous comes in, so they're probably thinking we have no ground type. They can just go straight for a Thunder here. We do have a ground type, do we? No, we have no ground types. So I'm going to go ahead and Terror and Ice Beam on this thing's face and hope that it's not Focus Sash. So let's go for the Terror real quick. There we go. I don't think they're going to expect this. I really don't think they're going to expect this. Terror Electric, Milotic, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to eat this Thunder up like it's nothing, and then we're going to blast him in the face with an Ice Beam. That's how it's going to go down. They go for a U-turn. They go for a U-turn. Now what are they going to do? In comes Sinister. So they're probably expecting a water move right now, or a flip turn or something. Stones are going to dig in. We go straight for the Ice Beam. Boosted by Choice Specs. It's definitely going to take out the Sinister. As Milotic once again putting in the work right now. What an absolute monster. Gotta love it. In comes the Iron Tread. This thing is obviously a threat. They probably go for the Rapid Spin here. So I'm tempted to stay in and go for another Ice Beam. But I'm also tempted to go into Mienshao. Because Mienshao outspeeds even after a Rapid Spin, I believe. I'm sure Mienshao's faster than Iron Treads. I'm sure of it. So let's go Mienshao. Like so. We'll go Mienshao like so. And they either go for a Stealth Rocks or a Rapid Spin here. And I don't think they go for an Earthquake. I definitely don't think they go for an Earthquake. Yeah, Rapid Spin comes through. There we go. So Rapid Spin comes through. That's going to obviously boost their speed. And he gets rid of the Stealth Rocks from their side of the field. But no Stealth Rocks on our side of the field, which is good to note. So, do they expect us to be to Choice Scarf them? The only thing I can see Mienshao doing this game is close combating this thing. Because Pokedoki walls it. Thunderous doesn't really care for close combat. Pelipper walls it. And Poliwrath walls it, pretty much. So, I think we go for a close combat here. So, they go for an Earthquake. They do outspeed us. Or it's a Speed type, one of the two. Mienshao goes down. So we do lose Mienshao, which is unfortunate, but what can you do about that? Not a lot, really. So, it's a shame. But like I said, Mienshao wasn't doing too much this game. And I have no switch in. I have no switch in other than Mandibuzz. And, you know, I'd still rather that not happen. So, let's go into Ogerpon. We're going to all Majora over here. And then we can just whack off a Superpower real quick. And that's what I think the best play is to go for. Is the Superpower play. So I'm going to go for it. If they stay in and attack us, which they have done, they've gone for an Iron Head. Takes us right down to our Sturdy. No flinch, please. No flinch. Superpower comes through. Hopefully it takes it out. Doesn't quite get the KO, which is unfortunate. But what can you do about that? Not a lot, really. Not a lot. So they are leftovers, of course. So they're going to get some health recovery back. I'm pretty sure we can still keep Ogerpon for later. All we have to do is go into Mandibuzz right now, which is exactly what I'm going to do. And Mandibuzz can come in. If they do go for a Stealth Rocks again, we can just go for a Defog, get rid of them. But I'm leaning towards going for a knockoff right now. So let's go Mandibuzz. They go for a Stealth Rocks, expecting us to switch, which is a good play on my opponent's behalf. We definitely don't want Ogerpon around for late. Well, we definitely need to go for a Defog now, which does invite the Thunderous in. I'm aware it invites the Thunderous in, but then we can just go straight to Milotic. So it's not a big deal. Let's go for that Defog real quick. Get them Stealth Rocks from our side of the field because we need Ogerpon around. Ogerpon's going to be a big help for taking out the Pelipper and the Thunderous and even to an extent Okidoki. So they do withdraw the Iron Treads. Are they going to go into the Thunderous? Probably. Yeah, Thunderous comes in. We could have knocked off whatever item it has, but it's fine. We just go for a Defog here. Get rid of those Stealth Rocks because they are annoying. Those pesky Stealth Rocks. Pesky Stealth Rocks, you know? So they'd probably go for a U-turn here. And I want to make the play of going to Milotic, but they just U-turn back into Iron Treads, get the Stealth Rocks back up. So I'm leaning towards going for a knockoff. It's risky, but their main offensive. It looks like they don't have Volt Switch. Their main offensive electric move is going to be Thunder. I don't think they go for the Thunder because they're, you know, the rain, and also the Milotic's pretty obvious. So let's go for a knockoff, and let's be ballsy. So they do go for a U-turn, as expected. We're going to get some Rocky Helmet Chip, which is really nice. And then they go back out into something along the lines of the Pelipper, or the Okidogi, or the Iron Treads. I don't think they go Okidogi because we could Brave Bird. Iron Treads comes in. So Iron Treads comes in. Comes in and takes a knockoff to the face. We're going to get rid of those leftovers, which is great. And then I'm pretty sure Mandibuzz clears up with knockoff right now. So let's play this out for us. So they go for a Stealth Rocks, last ditch effort Stealth Rocks, which makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. as then we finish off the Iron Treads with the knockoff. So there we go. Once the, if we get the Stealth Rocks back up, they're up for good. If we defog the Stealth Rocks away, they're gone for good. In comes the Pelipper. So Pelipper comes in. It's going to get our Drizzle off, which is great. We get to go for another defog right now because we can definitely take an Ice Beam from this thing if we need to. They do withdraw the Pelipper after they've got the Rain up, and they're going to go Thunderous. Yep, Thunderous comes on in, which is fine by me. So I'm sat here thinking, you know, we got rid of the Stealth Rocks, defogged them away. The evasiveness of the Thunderous does fall, which could be useful. And now we've just got to switch out here. So they have no Tornadus, which is great. We have the perfect switch here, Milotic. Milotic actually tears through the rest of their team, which is great. We can definitely take a Liquidation from the Poliwrath in the Rain. They won after the U-turn from Thunderous. If they go for U-turn, they might just go straight for a Thunder here because we stayed in before. So let's go into Milotic and see if we're going to tank a Thunder right now. Thunder comes through. Does nothing. Absolutely nothing. So let's go for a Terra Blast. I know it's immune to Terra Blast, but we know they're going to switch out here. They're probably going to expect an Ice Beam or a Hydro Pump. They're probably going to Poliwrath or the Pelipper. Let's go for a Terra Blast real quick. I don't think they stay in. They don't. They go for the U-turn. We're going to get a nice and powerful Terra Blast off on something, and I'm hoping it's not the Okie Dokie, because Okie Dokie wouldn't come in. Surely the Okie Dokie wouldn't come in. Okie Dokie does come in. Okie Dokie does come in. So that's unfortunate. We go for a Terra Blast, which should still do a lot of damage to Okie Dokie, depending on the set. That's like Assault Vest or something. That's got to be. No leftovers as well. It's got to be Assault Vest. Got to be. So could this be an opportunity for Chimecho to come in? I think Mandibuzz is probably the best bet. I think Mandibuzz is probably the best bet. But they're going if they're a bulk up set, I feel like they're Assault Vest though based on that damage. Really feel like they're Assault Vest based on that damage. I might sack off Ogerpon. Yeah, because if they bulk up, we can just Iron Cudgel it afterwards just to get some damage off. If they're Assault Vest and they attack us here, then we lose Ogerpon, but it's fine. Ogerpon's not necessary to win the game. They go for a knockoff, which is of course going to KO us thanks to our 1 HP. Majora goes down, so Ogerpon doesn't do anything this game, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. So, knowing they've got knockoff, Chimecho's not the best switch. Heatran's not the best switch thanks to Flash Cannon and everything. We could Will-O-Wisp it though. Will-O-Wisp is actually a shout. Let's go into Heatran. Heatran, if Heatran's doing anything this game against his Rain team, it's going to be burning this thing. So let's go for a Will-O-Wisp and hope we don't miss. Hopefully we don't miss. They go for a Drain Punch, which is going to do over half. There's a lot of damage. Recovers all their HP, which is very annoying. And hopefully we don't miss this Will-O-Wisp. We don't miss the Will-O-Wisp, which is great. And hopefully they're not left Lumberry. That'd be annoying. If they were Lumberry, that'd be very annoying. But they're not. They're not Lumberry, which is great. So I'm thinking they're Assault Vest. I'm thinking they're Assault Vest, to be honest with you. So burning it up is great. Burning the Okidogi is great. Now we just let Chimecho do its thing. Is Chimecho doing its thing here? If they go for another Drain Punch, we can eat that up like it's nothing. Yeah, I think Chimecho's time to shine. I think it's I truly believe it's Chimecho's time to shine here. So let's go into Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell comes in. They go for a Drain Punch, which is going to do minimal damage. Knockoff's going to do minimal damage, even though it's a very powerful move. Okidogi is burned, which means Knockoff is substantially lower in power. We've got leftovers as well, so we're going to recover back to near enough full HP. And now we just go for a Calm Mind, because we can take one Knockoff, and then after that, the Knockoff's going to do even less damage. So I say we Calm Mind. I say we start setting up with Chimecho. I think this is the only way we win this, is Chimecho. They go for a Knockoff, which is going to do a decent little bit of chip damage to us, knocking off our leftovers. We go for a Calm Mind. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now is the time. 100% the time for Chimecho to shine. That's what we like to see. So let's go for another Calm Mind. See what they're going to do. If they switch out, they've got a physical attacker in Poliwrath, which is boosted by Rain, by the way. They go for a Poison Jab. They're trying to get the Poison Touch. They don't get the Poison, though, which is great. So Calm Mind's going to come through. Are they Toxic Chain? Or are they God Dog? I think they guard that, aren't they? So the rain is going to stop as well, which is good. The rain is going to stop, which is great. We go for a recover here, just to get some health back. They go for another poison jab, which is, of course, going to do minimal damage to us. Toxic chain is going to activate, which means we're going to start have to make some plays right now. So let's go for the recover real quick. There we go. Recover comes through. Poison's going to take into effect, which is annoying. We've got 3 minutes left of the battle. Let's see how this plays out. So I would sit here and start calm minding more and more. But I want to take out this okie dokie. That's what we need to do. So I'm going to go for the stored power. Hopefully it's, you know, it's got 4 stats boosts. So it should be like base 80 or something like that. So hopefully it takes out the okie dokie from here. So they go for another knockoff, which is, of course, going to do minimal damage. We go for a stored power. Hopefully KOs. It KOs. Chimecho coming through. It may be poisoned, but it's putting in the work right now. Putting in the absolute work right now. Chimecho is making me proud. In comes Pelipper. So Pelipper is coming in. 2 minutes left of the battle, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes left. Can we do this? Let's go for a stored power once again. There's no point going for the draining kiss. It's not going to do much. We outspeed the Pelipper, funnily enough. And we KO with the stored power. Look at that. After 2 calm mines. Chimecho is putting in the absolute work right now. All I need Chimecho to do now is live a hit from this Poliwrath. That's what I needed to do. I think Poliwrath sweeps through us. I'm pretty sure Poliwrath sweeps through us, but, you know, let's see how this works. So Poliwrath's going to come in right now. Looking amazing. I love Poliwrath. Let's go for the stored power. They might Terror. If they Terror, fair enough. They go for a liquidation. Can we live? Nah, there was no way we were living a rain boosted liquidation, was there? Especially if it's like choice banded or life orb or something. There's no chance. No chance. So we got Mandibuzz in the back, so let's go into Mandibuzz. I'm pretty sure Poliwrath sweeps through us. Let's go for a knockoff real quick. We don't have Brave Bird, so we can't take this thing out. No way, Jose. They do withdraw the Poliwrath, and they're going to go into the Thunderous, which is great. Absolutely fantastic. They go for the knockoff. Going to get rid of them heavy duty boots. So the heavy duty boots Thunderous, which is good to note. Let's let Thunderous take out Mandibuzz. Pretty much. I'm pretty sure we lose to Poliwrath. I'm pretty sure we lose to Poliwrath, so that's unfortunate. Let's go into Angel though. There we go. Angel comes in. We go for an Ice Beam. Definitely go for an Ice Beam here. They go for a Thunder. It's going to do nothing. Enough though. And we've got a Heatran in the back. So, you know, we've definitely lost the Poliwrath here. So that was a pretty fun game. I enjoyed that one into the bitter end. It was a really fun one. We got to see Poliwrath do some work. We got to see Chimecho do some work. Chimecho. Chimecho's going in the thumbnail. I want to put Poliwrath in the thumbnail, but I can't because we've got to do this. So Liquidation comes through, takes out the Milotic, and that leaves Heatran in the back, who is obviously going to get taken out by the Poliwrath. So the Poliwrath finishes up the game, but I am so proud of Chimecho this game. It put in the work. If it wasn't for that Toxic Chain and the knockoff of the leftovers, I think it would have taken out the whole team. It was physically defensive. It was definitely taking a Poliwrath that had more HP. What am I doing here? Magma Storm, screw it. But yeah, that's the game. So thank you very much for the game, Pokemon Unite player. But yeah, thank you very much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.